Welcome back to NHK Newsline. I'm Kaneko Sakno. We start in northern Japan, where rescuers in Hokkaido are digging through rubble and mud in their search for survivors. It's been one day since a powerful earthquake rocked the island, and tremors continue. 8 people are dead and 24 remain missing. Near the epicenter, rescuers are working around the clock in the town of Atsuma, looking for the missing. The quake measured the strongest possible level on Japan's seismic intensity scale, triggering massive landslides that wiped out homes. 5 people died there, and all the 24 missing are from this area.
We've been working through the night, but it's hard to find the many people who remain buried. We want to rescue them as quickly as possible.
I'm worried about my neighbors. I want rescuers to find them fast.
The quake was a magnitude 6.7. More than 90 aftershocks have been felt since it hit. Meteorological agency officials are warning that strong tremors could hit the region again over the coming week. The quake battered many parts of the metropolitan area in Sapporo. Soil liquefaction caused buildings to tilt and roads to crack.
I'm speechless. I've lived here for 20 years, but have never seen anything like this before.
Thousands of people have evacuated to shelters set up throughout the prefecture. Officials have issued requests to supermarkets and convenience stores for supplies because emergency provisions of food and water are running low. To make matters worse, rain is forecast to drench Hokkaido starting on Friday. Officials are warning it may trigger further landslides. Japan's top government spokesperson briefed reporters about the ongoing search and rescue efforts.
Police, fire department, self-defense forces and the Coast Guard have dispatched 22,000 personnel and 75 helicopters altogether, including those from outside Hokkaido. They are working around the clock for search and rescue operations to save lives. That is their priority. Self-defense forces have 6,500 personnel for the operation for now, but will increase the number to 25,000.
Following widespread outages on Thursday, utility services are slowly being restored to the island. Hokkaido Electric Power Company says about 40% of homes have their power back on. More than 38,000 households are still waiting for water to be hooked up again. It's meant long lines at water stations that were set up following the quake. Public transportation is also slowly coming back online. The Hokkaido Railway Company says it will restart its Shinkansen bullet train service soon. But all express trains connecting major cities in Hokkaido will remain stopped for now, and it's unclear when other local train services will start again. The city of Sapporo says its municipal subway service will restart before long, and its streetcars have already started operating again. With many expressways still partially closed, intercity express bus services will remain suspended. Some local buses, though, are running again. Flight operations have resumed at New Chitose Airport after power was restored to its terminal building. Train services to the airport from Sapporo are also coming back online. Hokkaido Electric Power Company says it may take a week to restart its main power plant. The plant's generators shut down when the earthquake struck. This had knock-on effects that caused other power plants in Hokkaido to drop off the electrical grid, causing the whole island to lose power. The utility says the quake caused a fire and leaks in steam pipes at the coal-fired facility, which supplies most of Hokkaido's electricity. Repair work is ongoing. The city of Sapporo has set up emergency shelters for travellers who are stranded because of the quake. About 500 people spent Thursday night at this city shelter, where they were given meals and snacks. Transportation and other disaster information was made available in English for people from overseas.
I think it's been better speaking to everybody rather than Googling what's online.
Well, at least I'm not on the streets, and it's good. It's good. It's good because we are safe. I feel safe.
Power outlets were also available, so people could charge their smartphones and other devices. Hokkaido is a major destination for tourists from around the world, and many foreign nationals also live there as residents. We heard from one of them about his earthquake experience.
Could you tell us what it was like when the earthquake hit?
After 3 o'clock in the morning, so it was all dark and Of course, the house started shaking and making a lot of noise, but also the mobile phones started doing warning signals as well. So it was a little bit scary. We lost power immediately, so we're running out of electricity for our mobile phones and our laptops. I'm in the car at the moment charging my phone. We can't open the fridge very much because all the cold air is going to come out. And at the shops, there's not much cold or perishable food left. So we're just, trying to conserve the cold air in the fridge at the moment.
And what are your concerns as we go into the overnight hours?
Well, my kids are actually very scared about the possibility of another earthquake. The news is saying that they're expecting in the next 48 hours possibly another earthquake that's bigger than this one. So we're just getting ready. We've got food and water and candles ready, torches. So we should be all right going into the night time, but we'll just see what happens.
And Chris, you're located in Niseko. What kind of place is Niseko?
It's a beautiful place. There's more and more people from all over the world moving here. There's probably about 500 foreigners living in Niseko here now, mainly working in the ski industry, which is big internationally in the winter. But year-round, it's a beautiful place for people coming from places like Hong Kong and Singapore.
But what worries you and perhaps other foreigners living in the area the most about this kind of disaster, like earthquake?
Well, the thing that worries us most around here is the nuclear power plant at Tomari near us on the coastline, because if you look at what happened in Fukushima, it's obviously a very big problem. Luckily, it wasn't a huge earthquake around this part, but if another big one comes, then who knows what's going to happen.
Japan's industry minister says electricity has been restored to nearly half of the houses and other buildings in earthquake-hit Hokkaido. Thursday's quake knocked out power at all of Hokkaido's nearly 3 million households and other facilities. Hiroshiga Seko said staff at Hokkaido Electric Power Company worked overnight to put the power back on for 1.4 million customers by Friday morning. He said more power stations will be back online, reducing the number of customers without electricity to 550,000 by the end of the day. Seko is asking Hokkaido residents to conserve electricity so that power can be smoothly restored throughout the prefecture. And the major quake that hit the largely rural prefecture of Hokkaido is having a major impact on its farming, forestry, and fisheries industries. About half of the raw milk in Japan comes from Hokkaido. Its dairy products have nearly a 90% market share, and officials at the Agriculture Ministry say power outages have shut down milking machines and refrigeration equipment, leaving some dairy farmers unable to milk their cows. They're reportedly dumping milk in some cases. It's a similar story for marine products. Chilled and frozen fish is feared to go bad if the blackouts continue. Processing facilities are also affected, meaning the products can't be packed and shipped. Fisheries agency officials are gathering information from industry groups, but they say it'll be a while until they know the extent of the losses. Hokkaido's onions, potatoes, and other vegetables are shipped to supermarkets throughout Japan, but many transport links have been suspended in the quake's aftermath. Japan Railway's freight trains carry over 40% of the prefecture's vegetables, but are currently not running.